Hi, I'm Cameron Williams, Director of Research with SVN International. Some new research coming out of the Reshoring Initiative, a nonprofit, nonpartisan research organization that tracks manufacturing jobs in the U.S., has indicated that 350,000 jobs are on pace to come back to U.S. soil this year. That's the most since the Reshoring Initiative began tracking that information in 2010, and it's a 31% increase over what came back in 2021, 216% more than what was brought over in 2019. Why is this taking place? Supply chain concerns, the war in Ukraine, high energy costs, shipping vulnerability like we saw with Suez Canal blockage last year, lockdowns in China, Taiwanese sovereignty, and generally a move away from just-in-time product fulfillment have all been recent factors that would give companies cause to want to have more domestic control over manufacturing. There are also some powerful domestic incentives as well. The CHIPS and Science Act passed this summer to provide subsidies to semiconductor manufacturing in the U.S., and the Inflation Reduction Act is filled with subsidies and tax incentives to spur domestic EV production, electric vehicle. Indeed, almost all new manufacturing jobs are coming from those following areas. So battery production, semiconductors, rare earth metals, renewable energy. COVID also played a direct role, so personal protection equipment, PPE, and pharmaceuticals are also seeing major domestic growth as well. This will have a direct and substantial impact on stateside real estate, and the markets that it is impacting are diverse. They're all over the country. So, rapid fire, you got Intel, just finished a $3 billion expansion on its Oregon factory, and they just broke ground on a $20 billion production facility outside of Columbus, Ohio. GM, a $7 billion investment in 4 different Michigan EV factories. It'll help them fill the 175,000 EV cars that Hertz just ordered. It's going to make up 35% of Hertz's current fleet size. U.S. Steel, $3 billion in Arkansas. Charging manufacturer Tritium, $1 billion in Tennessee. LG, $1.4 billion in Arizona. Envision, another battery maker, $2 billion in Kentucky. VinFast, Vietnamese EV maker, $2 billion in North Carolina. Panasonic, $4 billion in Kansas, the state's largest ever private investment. So, needless to say, this all translates to lots of manufacturing, lots of new construction jobs, and lots of new real estate, lots of new buildings to buy and sell and manage. So it's going to be a very exciting few years, and it'll be interesting to see if this bleeds out into other industries as well, and if the United States can continue this kind of domestic manufacturing growth.